Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, The Days Are Evil. The days are evil. Call halal Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. Call halal Yimla, Allahayanawa, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. But back with a quick lesson. Just looking at the headlines. I don't want to make this too long. I gotta head right back out to run, a few errands. Just looking at the headlines, Lord willing, I get to come back and do another lesson. But in the headlines, just a little while ago, I was looking at, a 43-year-old man, shot a 9-year-old girl, in the face, blew her head off, killed her. 43 years old, a 43-year-old man shot and killed a 9-year-old girl, shot her in the face, blew her head off. You see? And I want to get this article, I was reading. I'm not going to read all of it, but just the quick meat off the bones, the quick facts about how the crime here in America is skyrocketing, and I also seen on the news last night, here in California, but out there in San Francisco, California, and these different other cities across Babylon, America, but out there in San Francisco, it's just they don't have enough police right now to put a handle on this crime. And they showed on the news last night how this man is so much crime in front of his house that he's dressing up like a so-called police officer and trying to patrol the streets with his own legal gun. He's videotaping the crimes that are going on, and the people in the neighborhood they're scared. They call the police, and the guy who lives in the neighborhood, he done gone so far to dress himself up like a policeman and try to scare the criminals and different things that's going on, the violence in his neighborhood, because they've called the police and they don't come, or they come way late. And there's break-ins, and they're shooting in the middle of the street. And this is going on, this also is going on throughout all America, Babylon, because the defunding of police out there in Washington, D.C. Matter of fact, let me get the article. The nation's capital out there in Washington, D.C. is in a state of emergency on crime, because crime is growing out of control. Let me get to this article. It says, and this is off CBN, the Christian news network. But it says the growing crime wave across America. These are the days that we're entering. They're evil. It says violent crime has been rising dramatically, with 24% more murders in the first half of this year than in 2019. It says car thefts way up, and more and more. You got car break-ins out there in Oakland, California, here in California, but out there in Oakland, in the Bay Area. They're talking about how out there in the Oakland Hills, you know, because a lot of Edomites and Moabites and stuff that's rich, you know, they live in the hills out there in the Oakland Hills, and how there's been a string, like over the past month or two, has been a string of robberies of people breaking in to their homes. You know, it showed on the news the other night how a group of young men broke into these Moabites, these Chinese people home out there in the Oakland Hills, and put them at held them at gunpoint and robbed them in their home. It was about 5 of them. But you know, these are the times that we're coming into. You see, and it's telling you crime is on the rise. It says, and how leaders in Washington D.C. are trying to address violent crime in their city. It says, which is up 37% from last year. You see. Let me get to the scriptures. See, and the Lord tell you too, man. But this is what He's bringing. This is what the Lord is bringing. In this time is perilous times coming. This is why you got to get right with the Lord and seek Him, Israel, or you're gonna fall victim. You're gonna fall victim to to this violence that's coming, that He's bringing on the earth. Matter of fact, let me go here. Amos 3 and 6. Amos 3 and 6, and it reads. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city?" And starting with the apostles and elders and bishops and prophets on down at Great Millstone, we're blowing the trumpet, and other men teaching the same likewise doctrine. You know, we're blowing the trumpet, man. We're warning Israel. You have to. You're gonna need the Lord in this time. You gotta come back to Him. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city?" It says, "And the people not be afraid." We're warning you every day, day in and day out, on what's about to happen. And the evidence is overwhelming. There's crime, there's violence, murder, theft, uproars from the people. It says, "And the people not be afraid." The Lord is He's about to establish fear in the earth like never before. Fear. You people ain't gonna want to come outside real soon here, especially when they turn when the electricity get turned off. You're not gonna want to come outside because the violence that's gonna grow. The evil, the violence that's about to befall, that's befalling on the earth right now. But it's gonna get terrifying out here. It says, "Shall there be evil? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?" The Lord is doing this. Let me go here. The Lord is doing this. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?" The Lord is doing this. Let me go here. Call Allah YAHAWAHSHI. This is why you got to get right, man. This is why you got to get right, because this thing is going to get so violent and terrifying on these streets. The Lord is he's once these really famine of the word, man. Once once the Lord removes his word, because he tell you it's going to be a famine of the word, man. Once they remove this word off the internet and out there on the highways and hedges, I mean, it's just going to be a full blast of evil and terror that's coming. He gonna remove them angels from the four corners, that's holding back the winds of destruction. You have every day you have access to this word every day, because the internet is still up, the platforms out there on the highways and hedges, the street ministries. You have access to this word, Jake. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you have access to this word and to the speckled birds that look like these other nations that of Israel, man. You have access to this word. The Lord is leaving no excuse why you can't receive the truth. There's no excuse. No excuse. He leaving no excuse, because this crime and violence is gonna get extremely terrifying. Extremely. Ephesians 5. What is this? Ephesians 5 and 14. Ephesians 5 and 14. And it reads. It says, wherefore he saith, awake. See, awake thou that sleepest. See, and arise from the dead, and YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI shall give thee light. Arise, man. It's time to awake. It's time to put down your wickedness and come out of this place, Babylon, America, that's spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. Put down your drugs. Put down your adultery. Put down, gang banging, and your man on man and woman on woman. All your wickedness, man. Stealing and lying. Extortion. Because the light, the light makes everything visible. This word is cutting this place to pieces. This truth, the Lord's word, is shining the light on all this evilness that's in this place, America. All of it. The Lord said, he said, awake thou that sleepest. It's time to wake up out of your deep sleep. See? You gotta wake up, Jake. You gotta wake up. Wake up. Come back to the Lord. It says 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. You gotta be careful how you live your life, Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you have to be careful how you live your life. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools. Not as fools, but as wise. You got to be careful how you live your life, because the Lord is not playing. We're in a time of judgment. And he's releasing these death angels. That's why it's in this time, you live a quiet, simple life, Israel. You got your job. I don't care if you sweep poop up for $8 an hour a day. Go to work, do your job, be on time. Do what you got to do. Stay on top of your bills. Do the best you can. Continue to pray and seek the Lord, and stay out the way. Stay out the way. You should be hiding yourself in these scriptures right now. You got to be careful how you live your life, because the Lord, he's he's taking names right now. He said he's going to search Jerusalem with candles. And that's what he's doing right now too. It says 16. It says redeeming the time. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. You gotta be wise on what you're doing with your time. What are you doing with your time? Redeeming the time because the days are evil. You gotta be using your time wisely, and that's seeking the Lord. We know we gotta work, take care of our children and bills, but you gotta be wise on what you're doing with your time. And that time that you have, you need to be seeking the Lord. Period. It's okay to go out, have some dinner with your family, or go watch a movie, or kind of enjoy yourself a little bit, but ultimately you need to be spending a lot of time seeking the Lord, man. Like I said, you can you want to go out, have you some dinner, or watch a movie or something, and have a drink or two, do some wine, or take a shot or two or something. That's cool, man. But you need to be doing things right with your time and staying out of trouble, because the Lord says stay away from evil. Stay away from evil. 17, it says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. What is